Hello, my name is Caroline Kouassiaman. I'm the Executive Director of ISDAO, Initiative Sankofa d'Afrique de l'Ouest, and my pronouns are she and her. Love Alliance is a 5-year initiative. It's a new initiative aimed to advance sexual and reproductive health and rights. And it's particularly focused on communities who've often been left out of conversations around sexual and reproductive health and rights, including sex workers, people who use drugs, and LGBTQI persons. And our vision is that a world where anyone can fully enjoy their rights, can make decisions about what happens to their body, has all of the information to fully access services and to fully enjoy their rights. Love Alliance has 3 broad goals, 3 broad objectives. One is to strengthen the movements and organizations led by these communities, so LGBTQI, sex worker, and people who use drugs-led organizations and movements, so that they become more inclusive, more resilient, more capable of affecting change, affecting social change around sexual and reproductive health and rights. It's also to combat gender-based violence, to combat discrimination and violence. And the third objective is really around ensuring equitable access to HIV and all SRH services that are centered on people, that are responsive to people's needs, and that are accountable. ISDAO's role within Love Alliance is primarily as a grant maker and as a convener. We are supporting the grant making using our participatory grant making approach, bringing activists together to make decisions about grants and making grants directly to LGBTQI organizations, sex workers, and people who use drugs organizations. In addition, we are supporting collective action, convenings, and advocacy at the national and sub-regional level as part of the work that we are doing within the Love Alliance. Feminism and intersectionality are both 2 of the core values that are fundamental to ISDAO. And for us, those are core for this project. And they're why ISDAO is a part of this, because we believe that these 3 communities, LGBTQI, sex workers, and people who use drugs, are interconnected. We also are in this project because we recognize that there are not as many divisions across our communities. They're members of our communities who are sex workers, who are LGBTQI persons, who are also sex workers, people who are LGBTQI persons who also are drug users. And so we believe that we need to address the common reality, the shared reality, and the shared challenges that they face. We are also a part of this project because we believe that by addressing some of the same sources of stigma, discrimination, and oppression that we face around all 3 communities, we will be stronger. By supporting advocacy and community mobilization across these communities, we will build a stronger movement for us all. The identity and core target groups of ISDAO have not changed. We remain at our core an LGBTQI activist-led fund and organization whose primary community, whose core constituency are LGBTQI groups and organizations across the region, across 9 countries within the region. We also believe that the work of Love Alliance helps to respond to some of the core areas that ISDAO intervenes on. And it's a special initiative within ISDAO. It's a part of our work, but it's also a special initiative. And our vision for change, because our vision is building a just and inclusive West Africa, free from stigma and discrimination. And the Love Alliance is actually contributing to that as well. For ISDAO's upcoming call for proposals at the regional level, which will open in a few months, and for all of our other call for proposals, the core communities, the core target communities remain the same: LGBTQI groups and organizations in all 9 of ISDAO's focal countries, including Benin, Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Liberia, Mali, Nigeria, Senegal, and Togo. That remains our core work. Of course, that includes LGBTQI groups and organizations that are working in an intersectional way, that are also addressing and responding to the needs of community members who are also sex workers, LGBTQI folks who are also people who use drugs. They are welcome and eligible for our call for proposals. At the same time, ISDAO remains committed to philanthropic advocacy, to increasing resources that respond to all three communities' needs in our region. Love Alliance is focused on country-based work in 10 countries, and the 2 countries are in West Africa, Burkina Faso and Nigeria. This is envisioned for the 5 years of the whole project, so the project is already planned. There are not additional resources to be able to expand to other countries. At the same time, at ISDAO, part of the activities that we'll be undertaking are around sub-regional advocacy, supporting sub-regional advocacy and convenings, which will include also activists from ISDAO's other focal countries. Our vision with Love Alliance is to build stronger movements, movements that are resilient, that are adaptive, that are creative, that are inclusive, and that will continue to live beyond and outside of Love Alliance and outside of these 5 years. Our hope is that in partnership with these stronger movements, we'll be able to advocate and mobilize greater resources to respond to our 3 communities' priorities and needs. Personally, I hope that through Love Alliance, we can also make the case for why participatory grant making is needed and why it works. That we can make the case for more resources to the region, that we can make the case to this donor and other donors around the need for continued funding beyond HIV that addresses sexual and reproductive health beyond HIV. In reality, this is our first year. We are learning, and we will continue to learn over the next couple of years. And it's that learning that will help to shape what the future looks like after Love Alliance.